Shalom and welcome to Mitzvah Torah. This year is entitled, Where Did They Carry in the Desert? So Gemara Shabbat, hey, and Aleph, that's talking more about carrying. The Perek is dealing with carrying Hotzah. And we know that everything is learned from the Malacha in the desert in the building of the Mishkan. We know that they wove things, they built things, but where was the carrying? They were in the desert, which was one big Reshut HaRabim. It's a public domain. Carrying from private to public, where do we learn that out regarding the Mishkan? So, and our whole parak is dedicated to carrying, Hotzaa. So we have to look in Memtet Amid Bet in Shabbat, and there it talks about how carrying occurred in the Mishkan and how we derive it out to everyday practice. They would go ahead and have the Mishkan was set up. Now it was time to take it down and move on. So now we understand about binyan, building, and undoing the building, soter. But where's the carrying? So a few people would hold the plank, move it from the plank, which is in the desert, Reshut HaRabim, a public domain, and put it onto the wagon. The wagon was higher than 10 tfachim, larger than 4 tfachim. It was a Reshut HaYachid, a private domain. When you take the plank and put it from the desert floor into the wagon, that's carrying from Rabim, public, to Yachid. When they would go ahead and go from the first wagon to the second wagon, they had two wagons together hooked up to each other. They went from one wagon to another, and there was desert floor in between. So it went from a Yachid to a Yachid through the Reshut HaRabim. So we learn out that halacha. When there was time to camp again and rebuild the Mishkan, they would take it from the wagon, Reshut HaYachid, move it to the desert floor, Reshut HaRabim. So those three categories, moving from Yachid to Rabim, from Yachid to Yachid derech Rabim, and Rabim to Yachid, public to private, all those three categories of carrying learn from the transference of the beams in for the Mishkan in the desert. Shalom.